Hello everybody, welcome to the Old Gold and Black for this review of the Sheffield United draw 1-1. A little bit disappointing, I think, not to get 3 points from that. If this is your first time to the channel, why not subscribe, like the video, etc, all that good stuff, tell your friends. I'm just on the way to recording a podcast with Talking Wolves in Birmingham, not my house as usual, so I've just stopped off for a McDonald's on the way. I thought I'd do my review now. So, the first thing to mention is that Wolves kicked off attacking the South Bank end, which is not usual. So Sheffield United must have won the toss there and decided to put us under pressure, I think, a little bit, and it just took Wolves by surprise. It confused the team, I think, a little bit to start off with, and they scored a goal in the first minute, Sheffield United, through our lax defence and not being organised in that first minute. Disappointing, really. A little bit critical of Kilman perhaps for that, because there was a chance to leave the ball run out for a goal kick, but he had to shepherd it a long way, which is why he decided to put it out for a throw-in instead. But ultimately that is what led to the goal. However, for the rest of the half, Wolves played very well and dominated a lot of possession and played to their full potential. I thought that they made lots of chances, they looked dangerous, they just lacked that real clinical sort of finish to put the chance to bed. The referee made a couple of questionable decisions. There was a shout for a penalty which got checked for VAR, but it wasn't really a shout for a penalty because there was no shout from any players, there was no shout from any fans or supporters. The ball was just sort of whipped across the box and it sort of ricocheted off a couple of players. I don't know, less said about VAR the better, I think. But we grew into the game and we were the better team for large periods of the first half. The same then in the second half, we continued in the same sort of positive manner. Traore making things happen. Jimenez, though, frustrating for me today. There was a really good opportunity for him to just lay the ball off for Doherty, but he did a stupid Rabona to try and get it across the box, which, if it comes off, yes, it looks amazing, but I think at that point in the game we just needed keeping it simple and making sure that we got back into the game. Jota for me was poor today. I think a lot of people will say that he was very, very good and he looked positive, but it's been the same story for the last couple of games now, where he runs until there's nothing there, and he sort of gets blocked off by other defenders. I see it a little bit like he's got the yips, like cricketers get it, golfers get it, snooker players get it, all sports people get it, where they just sort of forget the basics on which their game is based, and that to me is what Jota is facing at the moment. He's getting into very good positions, he's making good runs, but he's not able to just lay the ball off at the right time, or to make things happen at the right time, or just shoot like he would last season. There were a few times where he shot very early and therefore created a goal. I want to see that Jota back again. But very, very pleased that Wolves managed to get the equaliser. Matt Doherty running in from the left wing back position because it came from a free kick where he hadn't managed to get back to his original defensive position yet, so it was on the wrong side of the pitch. But, you know, took his goal very well. And then I had a bit of a lump in my throat, to be honest, with the news from this morning with Benica Fobi's daughter, of course, very, very close friends with Doherty, and he held his black armband up as a mark of respect. A very touching moment and a good way to get our season, you know, continuing in this unbeaten vein of form. Longest unbeaten run since the 70s, early 70s now. Against what was a good Sheffield United team. They were quick and they were organised and they were difficult to play against, and no wonder that they are so high up in the table, and I'm sure that they will stay up this season, and they might even go as far as challenging for that 7th spot. But anyway, that's enough for me. I've got to get on the road again for the Talking Wolves podcast. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.